I want to share some tricks that I learned for routering curved pieces when you're making doors. One of the biggest problems is when you're routering it to not let the router go around the ends of it because that'll screw it up. And so you're going to get a scrap piece of wood, maybe similar thickness, and go ahead and router the female edge on that piece so it'll go inside of the ends, or the ends will go inside of it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to kind of extend the arch that's on the good piece, just extend it onto the scrap piece. That way we'll be able to clamp it on there or secure it on there somehow. And then when you go around the ends, you're working on a scrap piece. I hope that makes sense. So cut those, get the curves sanded up, and then we're going to try and clamp it on. And this particular one, there's not a way to clamp it, and so we're just going to pocket screw each scrap piece, and then we're going to go ahead and put a pocket screw in the middle of the actual good piece too, and that's going to hold them all together. And that scrap piece that we have the pocket screws in, it's going to give us a good way to grab it as we run it through the router. So it's kind of dual purpose. And it's just one little hole in the back side of the door. It's not going to be that big of a deal. It's going to make it way easier to hang on to and maneuver. So we removed the fence and we added kind of a little scrap board. It's got a notch cut out of it, so that way the bit can be inside of it, and it just gives us a place where we can kind of ease into the bit and pivot onto it instead of just trying to shove it into the bit, spinning by itself. So we can kind of start on the wood part, ease into the spinning bit, and then kind of work around our curve. And the nice thing about you can make a pass and back and kind of pull off and then make another pass if you need to. That pretty much concludes it. So when you get done, you remove your pieces and you got your router piece, and you didn't screw anything up or lose any fingers.